All my life I've drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. Alright, so today I'm getting into an artist I've never heard before. This is something my wife, Kelsey, requested me to get into. I don't know much about it. I do know that I'm going to put a content warning right now. There is a couple of F words in this song, so if that is not your cup of tea, I wouldn't be offended if you tuned out right now. Me checking this out, getting into a song that has language in it with a content warning, is not me endorsing the song. It's not me endorsing this genre of music. It's just me checking out and looking to see where God can be found. But this is the artist 0936 and his song Adrenaline. Now, for those of you who don't know, what we do here, or what I'm trying to do with this channel, is show that God can be found wherever he is looked for. And so I'm going to get into this song, not a song about God, not a Christian song, and I'm going to listen to it and I'm going to see where I can find God in the lyrics, and I invite you to join me on that journey. So if you like what you see by the end of this, I'd ask you to hit that like button and maybe subscribe, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to be here to listen to what the music has to say. So let's get into this. This is 0936 and his song Adrenaline.
All my life I've drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me up. I don't wanna lay down, so help me get the fuck back up. I don't wanna lay down, down, down. Help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down. I feel the pain in my reflection. I wanna get away, so I just step inside. I feel more alone when I have extra eyes fucking staring at me. I wanna feel numb, give me Novocaine for everyone else. Sick of staying in a house, I need a home for myself. To be alone, I can tell that you don't know how I felt. I had to let go of you just to get a hold of myself, because all my life I drowned.
That was nice. That was a really smooth transition. And so okay, we've already heard a couple F-bombs here, which I work in a foundry, so I hear worse than that every day. So it doesn't really offend me. But let's look at this for what it is. He's talking about when he looks in the mirror, he feels just kind of this pain. He doesn't like what he sees. Doesn't like even who he is, and he feels more alone when he's got extra eyes staring at him. So when he's in a room full of people, he feels even more alone than when he's by himself. And so this is just really interesting. And I really like the line, "Sick of staying in the house, I need a home for myself." That's just, man, that's really interesting. I'm gonna kind of pick that apart a little bit later, but let's get a little deeper into this song. I'm going to back it up just a couple of seconds to kind of run into that nice transition where it dropped out. It just sounded really smooth.
Just to get a hold of myself, because all my life I drowned in adrenaline. All my life I drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me up. I don't wanna lay down, so help me get the fuck back up. I don't wanna lay down, down, down. Help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down. Life been giving me too many warnings. Couldn't get up out of bed in the morning. Sleep for 12 or be awake for 12. I can't decide on which is even more important. Can't hold my head up, won't attempt to get up. I'm not even sure on why I'm fed it today. Swear it's no lie if I said that I'm fine. At the same time it's false if I said I'm okay.
Okay, hold it there. That was cool. I wasn't expecting this hip-hop part to come in. You could kind of feel it a little bit in the first verse, but really the way he just shifted into that and just started letting his flow go was really, really cool. But that line, "sleep for 12 or be away for 12, I can't decide on which is even more important," what would be more important at this point, sleeping or just getting away from it all? Dude, this is interesting. And they said, I swear it's no lie if I said that I'm fine. At the same time, it's false if I said I'm okay. So, okay, hold on. Because now it's got me thinking about, like, people who have a hard time figuring out emotion, such as myself. Like, it wouldn't be a lie if I said I'm fine, but it also wouldn't be true if I said I was okay. Like, that's really an interesting way to put it, because there are a lot of times where I don't know how I feel, you know, where I say I'm surviving, you know, and it's kind of this way of me putting it out there that I'm not great, but I'm not bad either. I'm kind of existing, you know. I'm just kind of being alive. So that was a cool line. And in the chorus, I'll kind of dive into it a little bit more, but I like what he's saying about, he kind of feels like his whole life has been drowned in adrenaline, but now he's kind of slow. That kind of amped up trauma that produced the adrenaline has left him now where he feels like he's just moving slow, just kind of existing, but not really doing much with that existence. And so this is interesting. I really enjoy what he's doing here with these lyrics and where it's put in my mind.
I don't need your sympathetic remarks. I'm different from when you shoot shots in the dark, aiming for something you don't know is there and hoping you'll pinpoint the target is hard. I don't mean to be rude, but you never walked a single day in my shoes. Don't act like you know what it's like to be me. I won't act like I know what it's like to be yours. All my life I drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me up. I don't wanna lay down. So help me get the fuck back up. I don't wanna lay down, down, down. Help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down.
Oh, hold on. That sounded delightful. Like, just that instrumentation in there. He's got that nice, I think it's either going to be a cello or a viola. I don't think it was a violin, but it just sounded so good kind of behind there, and just kind of present but not right in the foreground of the music. And it gives it kind of, gives it a somber feel to it, where it feels morose and kind of melancholy, and I dig it. And then that build where it built back up, and again, the bottom dropped out of it, and it just kind of halted. So I'm gonna back it up again just a little bit, because I want to hear this build and hear it crescendo the way it's meant to. So let's back up here just a couple seconds. Oh man! Oh yeah! Nice. Well done, sir. Alright, so that was 0936 and his song Adrenaline. Going into this, I had no idea what to expect. It was good, though. It was really good. Like I said, there's some language in the song, so if that's not your thing, I totally get it. But this was really, really well done. I don't know anything about this guy, but I presume just from the lyrics of this song, he has been through it and has had to deal with some junk. I mean, a lot of people deal with junk and they have to go through crap, but it sounds like this dude has been through some trauma. When we start talking about adrenaline, and we get that, when we understand what it is, that fight or flight response, builds. A lot of that comes from trauma, whether it's we get into a fight or an argument or something scares us or what have you. It creates that rush of energy that we either fight or we flee, and it creates this panic in us at times. And if you've been so traumatized that adrenaline is what and that's just you've just been surrounded with adrenaline, it's been a heavy part of your life, then when things kind of seem to gravitate back towards some sense of normalcy, it's hard to really be able to cope with that, to be able to make that adjustment, because you're so used to being at 11 all the time, and all of a sudden you have to bring things back down to like a 2, and it's holy crap, that is challenging and difficult, And so I get that, I feel like I've been drowning in adrenaline, like all my life has just been up and quick and defensive, and I'm always, always on alert. And now I don't know how to do this here. And I like how he says, Lord, please help me up. I don't want to lay down. And so that was, I think it's interesting, that line there. And like I said, I don't know this guy. I don't know any of his other music. I'll probably check some of it out. I don't know him. But I don't presume to know anything about his faith or his worldview. But I do like the fact that he's calling out here, Lord, please help me up. And when I look at all of this, from these lyrics where he's talking about, I don't even like looking at myself, because I just feel pain when I look at my reflection. I feel alone when I'm with a group of people. And then he says, I keep getting a lot of warnings. Couldn't get out of bed. Should I sleep for 12 or should I be away for 12? I don't know what's more important. Should I sleep or just be gone? And then there's a line that I connect with and identify with really well. I'm not even sure on why I'm fed up today. I don't know why I'm upset today, but I am. And so that was really cool. And then he kind of gets into this. He says, I don't need your sympathetic remorse. I'm different from where you shoot shots in the dark. And so kind of it's this weird dichotomy where he wants help, but he doesn't want pandering. He doesn't want the platitudes. He wants help. And I get that. So many people think that when somebody's struggling with something, the best thing they could do is offer some sort of words of wisdom, and that's so false. Sometimes that's helpful, but most of the time what people need is just somebody to be there, to just be with them and to be present. And he even says, I don't mean to be rude, but you would never want a single day in my shoes. And now that you know what it's like to be me, I won't act like I know what it's like to be you. And that was really a really good, awesome line that just really made sense. And so I think about that, and I've talked to people about kind of how I view what I do in ministry as a pastor, and I think of it more in terms of being kind of a ministry of presence. And what I mean by that is entering into life with people and just living life with them, walking with them into their story, being part of their story, engaging with the things that are difficult, walking into the dark, dirty parts of it. And this is part of it, where you have somebody who's broken, hurt, and they don't know what to do. They know they want help, but they don't want the junk. They don't want the precious moments, Hallmark card help. They want somebody to enter into the funk with them. And that is so important that people understand that and that people do that. And that's kind of how I view what I do, is I want to enter into the funk with people, And so this was really good, and it got me really thinking. I would probably, honestly, as much as I like the songs, I think the instrumentation is really good, and I like the way he switched his flows. It was just really well written. I'd probably only give it an 8, though. I like it. I don't know how much it'd be one I'd go back to, necessarily. But it was good, man. I really liked it. I know some people won't because there is some language in it. But like I said, I work in the world. I hear worse than that on a daily basis, so it doesn't bother me at all. Let me know what you thought about this song in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. How did you take the song on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being terrible and 10 being amazing? Where would you rank it? Because I'm interested to know. I really thought it was pretty skilled and well done. Anyway, that's going to do it for me here in this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, I'd ask you to hit the like button and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to stay up to date with all the videos, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. But until our next video, as always, stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.